Yeah, I'm fine. Everybody that matters is okay. I wasn't even worried even for a second. First off, I just saved it. Second off, there's a save point right back down here, where I can just full recover again. What? Where'd it go? I wasn't even worried. Wasn't even sweating about it. Is it up here? There it is. Well, there it is. Freaking stinking hidden save points. There, full recover. Although we have to fight this battle again because I left the zone, I think. Maybe not. Oh, this is the right way. This is the wrong way to go for the treasures. We must engage in maximum treasure finding. It is the rule of a JRPG gamer. Exactly. Third off, God Gamer over here. Literal God Gamer background guy 02 has no fear of pathetic enemies that try to get an advantage by ambushing me. They'll all burn in righteous flame. Just got home, so you're chilling. Nice. Oh.
What a cinch.
I was kind of hoping Caster Speldo leveled up a little bit. Hey, Sue leveled up. I really think Sue should grow up to be a lawyer, so she could be like, "I'm gonna sue you." Oh, lake. Can we go any further? Look, Justin, there's a river flowing through the lake. What? What? How does a river flow through a lake? Why are we walking on the lake? How is the river flowing through a lake and how are we walking on it? I'm so confused.
See my power!
See my power! That must be it, Chrono Kid. Dynamic entry. Thank you, City, for 21 months resub. And thank you for helping with the YouTubies, watching the videos and liking the stuffs. Appreciate that.
Pretty easy, right,
What the? This lake must be made of some kind of illusion. Ah, yes, the chemical composition of this lake is definitely illusion. There's a dead end here with no item. Meatloaf and mashed potatoes. I'm not super big on meatloaf. I just think there's so many better things you can do with beef. But, I mean, I'll eat it and I like it, you know. It's just like, there's other things I like more. But mashed potatoes, man. I feel like making some mashed potatoes now. Just like mixing in all the stuff. You know what I do like to do with meatloaf and mashed potatoes is cut up all the meatloaf and mix it in with the mashed potatoes. Putting all the stuff, the butter and the salt and stuff. Oh.
Please protect us. Not bad, eh?
Ooh, Itan. Aura staff. Arara staff. Who uses staffs though? She does. I do. Cure confusion. Nah. Barbecue sauce, Worcestershire sauce, egg, breadcrumbs, long green onion, carrot, celery, and the meatloaf. No ketchup? You don't put ketchup in the meatloaf? I thought that was like a standard ingredient for meatloaf, was putting ketchup in it. I mean, I'm fine with no meatloaf in my, or no ketchup in my meatloaf personally, but hey. I thought mixing in ketchup with the meat was standard. Tomato sauce, yeah, I mean, I think ketchup is gross, so I'm about that. I still like it. It's fine. It doesn't taste like ketchup when it's made like that.
Please protect us.
Oh, barbecue sauce, I guess is the equivalent there. Yeah, that sounds like good meat. That sounds like better meatloaf. I'll have to try a meatloaf recipe with barbecue sauce instead. Worcestershire sauce too. Sounds really good. Long green onion.
What a cinch.
Carrot and celery. Not sure if I would like the carrot and celery in the meatloaf. It seems like a awkward texture difference, but I mean, taste-wise it'd be fine. Sounds good though. It sounds very much like stuffing, actually, to be perfectly honest. It sounds like stuffing except with beef, you know, which actually sounds really good. Stuffing is like one of my favorites. You're always cook them before putting them in the meatloaf. Yeah, true. Like soften them up a little bit. That's a lot of bacon to wrap an entire meatloaf with bacon, but I mean, I'd be about it. I would think you need to put the bacon on it later in its cooking process too, because otherwise it'd burn. But if you're able to put it in earlier, you know, that bacon will run down into the meat, giving that flavor to the beef. You never made meatloaf? It's a very American thing, where you take something that's kind of expensive-ish and should have a higher value in its cooking process, and then you just kind of cheapen it.
Oh, flame burn 'em!
Like, I don't know how else to explain it. American recipes tend to be like take something and then make it as cheaply as possible, you know? That's usually a lot of American recipes.
Pretty easy.
Which probably came from a lot of the time with the Great Depression. You know, I'd imagine a lot of American cuisine or recipes came from the Great Depression era when we had to be cheap, you know? We had to be, because people were starving, nobody had any money. Well, -1 defense for rolling it. I don't care about that. But I mean, it's good, you know? That's the thing about American food, is like, it might be a little cheapy, you know? Because it's like, take a bunch of crap in your pantry and just throw it all together and hope you can feed yourself with it. But like, it's so good, you know? Like, American food, American recipes and cuisine is just like very hearty, very like high nutrition, you know, just mix everything together, foods kind of stuff. Yeah, exactly. They figured out how to make cheap food taste good, and then they adopted mainstream type ingredients like meats and stuff into it, and then voila.
Pretty easy, right, Puppy?
Casserole's a very American food. Same deal. Taking whatever's in the pantry, throwing it together, and baking it, and then having a meal. Like, whatever you got. Very American. I wonder if chili is American. Because I think that would be a very American thing too. 'Cause even though it uses beans and chili powder and peppers and stuff like that, doesn't necessarily mean it's Hispanic in origin. But it feels like a very American food to just kind of throw a bunch of crap into a pot and cook it. Turns out damn good though, that's for sure. It's just hearty and home-cooked kind of feeling, you know. Originated from is now northern Mexico and southern Texas, unlike some other Texas foods such as barbecued brisket. Chili largely originated with working-class Tejana and Mexican women. Okay, there we go. Not really American. It's kind of like a quarter American, I guess. Since it does have some Texas origins. I'm gonna go digging. And you're gonna burninate everything. Burninating the countryside!
Protect us.
Burnout!
Tractor! Charlotta comes out Friday. She's already been out in Global.
What a cinch!
She's been out in Global for a while. I'm pretty sure anyway. Like, when I played JP, I had her, and she was pretty okay. She was more of a support. I got her EX in like 2 draws. But, first appearance in Global? Really? Because she came before the EX upgrades and Second Awakenings. Or maybe she came shortly after Second Awakenings. You know, now that I think about it, I'm not sure anymore what part of the game you guys are at. Because I played GP for a while, and I stopped at EX upgrades. Well, I know that they do things differently, but they follow a very similar path. They're not the exact same path, but it's definitely a very similar path. No, I don't mean Shantoto. I know the difference. Shantoto's like actually one of the original launch units. She's been around since the beginning. I believe she's story obtained. But she's okay. She's an okay character. I didn't really use her. Although by the time I stopped playing that game, I had about like 50 units with EX weapons, so I didn't really have a need to use her specifically. third freeze in this game. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna change a rating score in my. I was just thinking about this because this is taking points off of the overall score of this game. But I'm gonna call it the craftsmanship instead. Craftsmanship score instead. It was making me think that it overall is not a fair thing to call it, because it's about whether or not a game freezes, locks up, or has issues, or whatever. It's, you know, incomplete made or something like that. So this is before I had that battle that I got ambushed on and almost died. So we gotta go through this whole part of the forest again. Which is fine. I wonder if I would have an easier time if I did fast disk speed for this game. If it would be better at loading things up correctly. But I don't know. But yeah, I'm like freaking what, 12 hours into the game. The game's frozen 3 times. It's kind of a lot, so taking some points off for that when I get my final score in. Kind of reminds me of Sweet Home. I wish I knew that the game was so prone to locking up and freezing before I started playing it. I just would have passed it over. Not wasting my time with it. Although I will say, playing a few hours of Sweet Home was very interesting, and it seemed like a game that I'd enjoy playing if it didn't lock up all the time.
Burnout! All right, we won!
This is definitely a game I would never speedrun ever. Like, no way in hell. Even if it was actually a good speedrun, there's no way I'd run this game with all the crashing. But I don't think this would be a very fun speedrun, to be honest. Also, the speedrun is 12 hours, yeah. You've noticed that the easier level is that you make a Mario Maker 2, the more often it'll have a chance of being played. That makes sense. Honestly, when I get those really dumb trolley levels, I just skip them. I don't even care. I do have no care about the ridiculous oops you died levels whatsoever. But I don't really have the game. I don't have the game. I only played it a small amount when I was hanging out with Grayson earlier this year. But I just have no patience for that kind of design. Not even the trolley ones? You just mean like the difficulty setting that you set for your level? Probably because there's more people that are, you know, amateur, don't really care about the difficulty and just want to play, than there are people that are doing the super duper MLG Kaizo style levels.
What a cinch.
Yeah, the problem with that, Kuko is that people have this weird interpretation of what skill is. They think that like if you're forced to fail, then you have to get better and learn, and that's skill. But it's not. Every level should be beatable on the first try. There should be no blind jumps or, you know, hidden blocks that troll you or anything like that. There's definitely like Kaizo style levels where you're almost guaranteed to die. That's different. That's kind of a different sort of design. You're intentionally making it that way for the purpose of learning and adapting, kind of like Dark Souls, you know? But like for a normal Mario game or level, every level or boss or engagement should be beatable on the first try.
See my power!
You didn't like Until Dawn is too scary?
What a
I'm sorry, but we only have one more spooky game, and it's on Halloween night! But it'll be a very similar game to Until Dawn, so... Yeah, no, I understand what you meant, City. You Gucci.
What a cinch.
It is not on YouTube yet, no. Again, I'm uploading one game per day, along with one episode, or sorry, one day of DQ11 until I catch up on all the games that I've played. Until Dawn will be probably the day after tomorrow. For uploading of that. And then after that it has to be oh god, we got ambushed. It has to be for 24 hours before I can upload anything else after when I do like a fresh stream when I'm caught up. You could watch the Twitch VOD, yeah. I would actually prefer you waited and watched it on YouTube personally, because views on my Twitch VODs don't do anything for me. Views on my YouTube do. Although views on my actual live stream definitely matter, so just watch it live. That would be the ideal situation. Just watch everything live on twitch.tv/backgroundguy02. Always, every stream, always be here. Every day. Well, if you wanted to go super ham, I suppose you could do all of that. Oh man, I was so close to a save point too. Damn. Feels bad. Well, technically, it would be doable because when I'm caught up with everything, there'll only be 16 hours a day of uploaded video footage to YouTube. No, sorry, 8 hours a day, but 8 hours of streaming, 8 hours of YouTube, 16 hours. You could absolutely do that, yeah. You can ignore the Fiesta stuff too. I don't care if that gets views or not right now. It's there just to kind of show, hey, this is the Fiesta. Catch some of the Fiesta stuff from last year to get, you know, some cool memories refreshed, prepare for the next Fiesta.
Protect us.
Nice, Earth leveled up finally. I think it has more to do with the star level, though, of each spell that helps you learn new spells. So maybe I should cast Snooze. Yep, we got about 1 more month till the Fiesta starts. We'll have more information for you on November. We're treating the whole information handling a little bit differently this year than we did last year. We had like the whole Twitter thing with like the informationals. It wasn't super about it. I didn't like how some of it went. Wait a second. I wonder if the Bow Fruit is like a permanent 10. Restores 10 SP to one friend. It doesn't permanently add. But the seeds, these like cherry things, tend to be like the permastat increases. I don't know now. I mean, you watch whatever you want, but if your intent is to help the YouTube grow, watch the Let's Plays. You know, if you're really just about helping the YouTube grow, just watch the Let's Plays.
Burnout!
Yo, Fezner, thank you for 23 months resub, man. Thank you. Uh-oh, I didn't have the other one. You know, but well, you watch whatever you want. I'm not telling you what you should and shouldn't watch.
Please protect us.
What a cinch!
Bruh, so much lag. They really pushed the PlayStation with this game. That's why it freezes so much, I think, is they just tried to push it so hard with all the visuals and layers and stuff. Is that what you hear from Justin? I didn't hear that, no. Oh, wait a second, Justin, look at that. Oh, snap! Nice timing. Cry French, thank you for 15 months, dude. Nice timing. What's up, Kuja? Here at last, the end of the world. See, I told you. We did get here, didn't we? Okay, you told me so. So now the question is, can we climb it? Yeah, we can. Just look how high it is. Wait, yeah, can we? Just look how high it is. I can't see the top at all. Hey, what do you mean? We've come this far, so enough with the doubts. We're determined to climb it, and anyway, nothing's impossible to an adventurer.